Hello, everyone. Bill Apter down here at Apter's Alley, and is wrestling fixed? I didn't know it was broken. My book title, as you know, and I am representing both OneWrestling.com and the Apter Chat podcast. Wow! So, did you watch the rally? Were you on? Were you on? Were you on Twitter? Were you on Facebook? Where did you watch it? But it was, yeah, All Elite Wrestling was really, really, I mean, what a rally. It just, it's amazing because these days people ask me, where do you find the energy? Where do you find the fever to keep doing this? And it's things like this that, hey, Dave, YouTube. All right. It's things like this that, that bring that excitement out. I'm still, the bottom line is I'm still a wrestling fan. I really am. Yes. So, did AEW sign me? You know, people were, I'm welcoming people into the room here. People were thinking that I was the major investor. I gave them my credit card. It didn't work, but, I thought it was really, excitement, the build up to this thing, and it really paid off. So let's talk about AEW, All Elite Wrestling, and then I'll take some other questions. So let me go to my notes, which I've got on a Microsoft Word document here, so I won't be able to see you while I'm looking at this. So hold tight, and we will get to your questions and stuff. I'll be in here for a little while. So of course, Conrad Thompson and Brian Alvarez were the moderators, and I got to tell you something. Conrad is really smooth, and I mean that in a real good way. Brian Alvarez was very professional and good too, but I could watch Conrad host these kind of events. He's just, well, like I said, he's smooth. So great delivery. So Cody and the Young Bucks came out, and Cody mentioned something that was really interesting, that from all the places that he's wrestled before, that there was always an issue about wrestlers making the least money in so many of the companies that they wrestled for. And he said, in this company, that's not going to happen. So I'm glad to see that. Because I've never been a wrestler in a company, I don't know exactly how that took place, how that worked. But I'm glad to see that All Elite Wrestling is going to take care of their professional wrestlers. He also mentioned that they are partnering with a group, or they're bringing in a group from China called the OWE, the Good Hearts from China. And I've heard a lot of good things about these Good Hearts. For probably about 6 months or so from one of my correspondents there. So I'm going to be very anxious to see this. 3 vice presidents, both the Jacksons, the Young Bucks, and Cody Rhodes. So that makes it very interesting. So as you know, that Scorpio, Daniels, and Kazarian came out to announce they are all in AEW. And they made the big announcement that, let me shut off my notifications on my phone here. Oh, Verizon says I'm doing okay on my data this month. All right. Thank you, Verizon. So that's not a plug. So they did announce, major announcement, that May 25th in Las Vegas, Nevada, at the MGM Grand Garden Arena Hotel, they will be having their Double or Nothing event. A lot of wrestling shows have taken place. MGM, I know that WCW was there a lot. WWE was there, of course. Great history of that. A lot of boxing shows there, too. And that brought out the lovely chief brand officer, Brandy Rhodes, who actually, she said that the fans have named her the chief brandy officer. And I think that's great. Very classy lady. And she was talking about the women's division, and that this past year, 2018, how she traveled all around the world, wrestling lady wrestlers, from women wrestlers from Japan, Australia, and several other companies, and really experienced in Chicago at All In, and really experienced some of the finest wrestlers she's ever seen. And she said there will be a women's division, and she's cast a wide net to make sure that the women will also be paid on an equal basis. The women will be paid as much as the guys are going to be paid. So thank you, Brandy. Thank you, Brandy. Okay. She did then say that sometimes the best talent is right under your nose, right here at home. And she brought out Dr. Britt Baker, who was followed by the very annoying MJF. Very annoying. Very annoying. Josh Chernoff, the co-host of the After Chat, my co-host, he and I butt heads a lot. And she says, come on, it's his character. The guy annoys me. I can't, sorry. That's it. If you're watching this, maybe I annoy you too. Then the Tiger came out, and Joey Janela and Penelope Ford. Hangman Page came out, Adam Page, and it was good to see him out there. And he said that this is the first best day, his favorite best day of any job he's ever had, because he's working for, there's no corporate. He's working for you, the fans. That was good to hear. And he said that he wants to become the very first All Elite Wrestling champion. And then out came the man formerly known as Neville. Pac came out, and he will also be part of AEW. He's always been one of my favorites, by the way. And I think a match between the two of those will just be incredible. Let me see what else. Cody and the Bucks then came out, and they said the second show they're going to run is going to be right here in Jacksonville, Florida. And he mentioned that show will be for the benefit of victims of gun violence. And then we all suspected it, but it finally happened. Chris Jericho came out, and he says, I'm all in with All Elite Wrestling. I believe in doing something new, something different. I'm a maverick. I'm a piranha. I'm Chris Jericho, baby. We'll be in Vegas on May 22nd. AEW starts now and forever. He's not here to change the world. We're going to change the whole universe. One facet of this, I don't know if any of you saw when you watched this. There was a group of people there beside the wonderful fans that I am big fans of. Atlas Security, the guys that used to do security for EC Dub, they were there too. So if they're going to be the security for the new AEW, 2 thumbs up. So, all right, let me get to some of your questions here. I've got to reduce this screen just a little bit here. Oop, there was too little. Hang on a minute. Let me get that. Thank you all for a lot of people in the room here. Thank you for jumping in. Don't forget that you need to download every week the After Chat podcast. Just go to theafterchat.com. You can also get my book on there, is Wrestling Fix. I didn't know it was broken. You can get my co-host, so says Josh Chernoff, has a children's book on there that's on there, and all our T-shirts are on there. And the biggest selling one is, I got to do this, Respect, the comb over. There it is. There's the comb over. So let's do this right now. All right. No, not Tony Atlas. Atlas Security. Ronnie and a whole bunch of guys. They did security for ECW. Not Tony Atlas. Okay. Let me go down some of your questions here. And hello, everybody. Richard Bain said, I miss Larry the X-Hennick. So do I. Razvio Ramos, what are your thoughts on the death of Mean Gene Okerlund? And do you think that Jushin Thunder Liger will ever join the WWE Hall of Fame? Are you a member of the Cauliflower Alley Club? Oh, goodness. I am a member of Cauliflower Alley, and they have not honored me I don't know why. Been a member forever. Liger in the WWE Hall of Fame. It's kind of a crapshoot how they pick people, so maybe, but I don't think so. The death of Mean Gene. Josh and I will be taping the After Chat podcast on Wednesday, and I will address that fully there. But great man, he was who every broadcaster in pro wrestling wanted to be like. He was the best. He had an incredible style of not just being a professional broadcaster, but a great entertainer too. I last talked to him about 3 months ago. No, it was about 2 months ago. And I miss him. I've got somewhere on my phone, I have a message from him from a few weeks ago that I'll play on one of these live video, onewrestling.com, onewrestlingvideo.com sections, and probably on the afterchat.com too. So thanks for that. Thanks for the comment. I have a question, Dave. What's your prediction? Kenny Omega to AEW, WWE? Will he be in the Royal Rumble this year? You know what? He wasn't there today. I'm going to say, a lot of this is all about, loyalty, but a lot of this is making a living. And maybe he's going to be at the Royal Rumble. I mean, I think they would have shown him today at this to let everybody know. So it's a mystery, or maybe he'll just show up in Las Vegas in May and be a special surprise guy. Who knows? I thought he was under the tiger there. Ralph, I am feeling well, Ralph. Thank you. Omega turned down the WWE offer. We don't really know that. So my understanding is that Omega's New Japan contract still isn't up till the 31st. That's true. That is true. So he couldn't really be at that rally today. So good point, Drew. Really, really good point. Very, man, you're an After Chatter. That's great. So, but maybe, again, we hear that he's turned down the WWE, but none of us really know. Ronald Robbins, can I give a shout out to Iron Bill Argus? He upstart wrestler. Hey, shout out to Iron Bull Argus. That's no bull. Nasty Nate in the house. Hey, how you doing, Nasty Nate? Dave 25. So the New Japan show in Madison Square Garden isn't going to be that good anymore. WrestleMania weekend. Why not? Why not? They've still got all New Japan guys and Ring of Honor guys, and you never know who else is going to be. The Elite won't be there. Now, the Elite had said that they weren't going to be on that show at the Garden. My phone is talking to me again. My phone is listening to me. It's a droid. Dave L., I commenced to tap dancing when Chris Jericho came out. I was very happy to see him there. Well, I was both happy to see him there and in a way surprised, because the WWE, the McMahons, have really done so much for his career over the years. So I don't know what the backstage banter on this will be, especially at SmackDown's right in the same town. Wouldn't it be funny if you showed up on SmackDown tonight? Tony Atlas. No, we discussed that already. What's your prediction, Kenny Omega? Well, we already discussed that. Just saw my documentary with Bruno Sammartino and Joey Styles about Bruno's life. Excellent work. That was from Wrestle Reunion. Where did you see that, Ralph? Wow, I didn't know that was out in the. I didn't know that was out in public there. Will Blue Meanie be all in, Nasty Nate? He'd love that call, I'm sure. Checker Champ. What makes you the champ, Checker Champ? Checker Champ, good evening, Mr. Apter. Your thoughts on the Hulkster's tribute to Mean Gene? Very moving. He was the right person to do that, brother. If I was in charge, Mr. 4K Blu-ray, I like that. Hey, 4K Blu-ray. If you were in charge of AEW, which wrestlers would you try to sign who is not with WWE? I got to give that some thought. I can't just pull that out of my hat. Steve Kane. Hi, Steve. But you don't play all your cards at once. That is true. Corey Form, why do I hate Cody Rhodes so much? I don't hate Cody Rhodes. Not at all. I think Cody Rhodes is great. Unless, do you mean why you hate him so much? I wouldn't know the answer to that. But no, I've been a member of the Rhodes family for many, many years, if you will. Started with the American Dream, Dr. Rhodes, my babies. Nasty Nate, Greg Gagne had the look of an assistant manager at an Idaho Best Buy. I don't know what that's referring to. Mr. Apter, are there any young wrestlers you'd like to see in AEW? There's a lot of wrestlers on the indie scenes. I can't think of their scene. I can't think of their names right now that I would definitely like. Zack Sabre Jr. I think would be great in there. Let's see what else we have here. Rick Malone, in your years of interviewing, has there ever been a wrestler that you've interviewed you regretted afterwards? That's a good question. Again, that requires some deep thought. Email that to me at bapter@onewrestling.com, the number one, because I want to put that on my podcast this week with Josh Chernoff, of course. Steve Kane, why Willie Abner, if you will. I just have another minute or two on here. Corey Form, why doesn't AEW sign Bill Apter to work backstage? Start a petition. That's the way to get that done, probably. But no, I don't know. I'd love to be a backstage interviewer for any wrestling company. That's I enjoy doing that. That's always been that will always be my passion. As much as I've been a photographer, a writer, the broadcasting end, and what I'm doing with you people like this is wonderful. Don't forget to check out the Apterchat.com and make sure you listen to our podcast, download some of the older interviews, and I will try and get to doing this once a week. Hold on, don't go anywhere. One plug that I must do every time, and I have to make sure you can see this. Yeah, my book. If you haven't gotten my book, it's still out there, Barnes & Noble, or you can go to the Apterchat.com and click on the book link, or you can go to your favorite bookstore and get it. And by the way, somebody just asked about the Blue Meanie. So I don't know if you can see this up on the wall here at the Apterchat. There's the Blue Meanie action figure there. Here's a Steve Corino action figure. Look at this collectible here. Yeah, it's a record. It's a video disc. So yeah, lots of memorabilia down here in Apter's Alley. This is me doing my one-man show. If you'd like to book me for my one-man show, just hit me up on social media. We can talk about it. It's different than everybody else's one-man show. It's a one-man show, but there are special guests. There is music. There is comedy. There is trivia. There's audience participation. So you can hit me up on social media at Apter1Wrestling, or you can, I'm looking at the screen as I'm doing this, or you can get me at bapter@onewrestling.com. That's the number one, not the word. And yeah, periodically when I come down here at Apter's Alley, I'll show you more of, I'll give you a tour. There's 2 huge rooms in Apter's Alley here. So that's it. Thank you all for wow, a lot of people here. Yes, Ivan Koloff should be in the WWE Hall of Fame. I have a question, sir. Is there legit information that Goldberg is signed with AEW and is going to be, what's going to be his role? That's the first I ever heard of it. So I'll try and track that down, but I don't think so. But who knows? It's pro wrestling. Anything is possible. This is Bill Apter. And again, if you're interested in booking my one-man show, hit me up on social media at Apter1Wrestling, or bapter@onewrestling.com is my my email address. And Becky will win tonight, says Richard Bain. We'll see. And I'll see you at the matches. Thank you.